YouTubers, it's Nurse J again, and this is my second video of today. And guys, I tell you what, the more you research and the more you dig into truth just comes barreling in at you, all different ways. Now, one thing we do have to be reminded of is this Bible was written in Greek. We also have to understand that this was written in a Hellenized world. All religions pieced together, mythologies, whether they were true or not, we don't know. We were not there. We were not living with the giants. We were not fighting giants or dragons or anything else. Who knows what the world was really like when the world was beginning. But I do know one thing, and I'm going to see if you know. So, did you know that Egypt, the country that we love, or I love the most, and I didn't know this until recently, was named after a mythology character? Yes, my dear truth seekers, pagans, and Gnostics alike, I had no idea that my beloved country that I love was named after a Greek character. You see, when Thoth wrote about that country in the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, he said it was Kemet. The land of the black, or the land of the black soil of the Nile. We do know, if you look at Africa, the continent of Africa, it's mainly black people. But as we know, during time, you know, a lot of Semitic people, Arabs came into Egypt, mixed, whatever. And so really, in my opinion, the ancient Kemet people were dark, whether they be dark brown, black, blue-black, as in Nubians. So Nubia is like right down by like Aswan, I believe. Okay, so you have Cairo up here and then Aswan here. Well, the closer you get down is Nubia. And I don't see how you get to blue-black Nubia down here, which, you know, is just down the river. And you get the white, Grecian-looking kind of people up here, a little Arab-looking. It's just because when the Arab invasion started, okay, in the Levant area, back in 642, Mohammedanism, Islam, you know, happened, and that's just how it is. But anyway, have to know your history. So this is kind of upsetting. Egypt. You have to understand that when Alexander the Great and all them came in, there was no Hellenizing at that time. Aegyptus is what it was called. Aegyptus was the twin brother of King Danios of Argos. He became the king of Egypt and Arabia. From his father's side, he descended from Poseidon, while from his mother's side, from the river Nile. King Vilus, who reigned in the African countries, gave Arabia to Aegyptus and Libya to Danios, and Aegyptus conquered the country of Melampus, those who have black feet, and called her after after his name, Egypt. Egyptus had 50 sons by different women, while his brother Danius had 50 daughters, the Danaides. The two brothers had a quarrel, and eventually Danius fled to Argolis. The sons of Egyptus went to Argolis to meet the king and ask his daughters in marriage. Danius accepted their proposal, but the wedding night he put his daughters to kill all the suitors. The only son of Egyptus that was spared was Lagifs, because one of the Danaides, Permistra, fell in love with him, and she smuggled him out. So there goes the real story of where the name Egypt comes from. Another part in Greek mythology, it also states that Egyptus is a descendant of the heifer maiden Lo, L-O, and the river god Nilus. And he was a king in Egypt. Guys, the river Nile is also named after a mythology character, Nilus. Nilus. It's kind of disgusting to know that the Macedonian Greeks came into a country that was thousands and thousands of years in existence and had turned their country upside down, and the people don't even know their real heritage. And still don't to this day. I'm wondering, does any of the Muslim people in Egypt know the true history of that country? The word Pharaoh, the word Pharaoh came in under the Greeks. All of the, what you call pharaohs, were called kings, never pharaohs. It wasn't until the Ptolemies and all that come about where they were naming them pharaohs. It was always king. So let's go Nilus, this river god. Okay, Nilus in mythology. Nilus, or it's spelled Neilos. In Greek mythology, was one of the Ptolemy children of Oceanus and Theseus. He represented the god of the Nile River itself and was father to several children. Of these included Memphis, which was the mother of Libya by Epaphus, a king of Egypt, as well as a son named Nilus Memphius, the father of Enkiano and Telephasus. So remember, I did a video the other day, okay, about another mythology character. And, oh yeah, that's what it was. Libya, the country Libya, was named after a mythology Greek goddess. So now you see the Nile river god was a father to several children. Of these included Memphis. There is a city in Kemet, Egypt, called Memphis. So I'm thinking and I'm wondering, I've been there. I know. I've seen the pyramids. I've walked in all that stuff in Saqqara, Memphis. What was the actual name of that place? What was it? Because if this is Greek mythology, I'm telling you, I'm looking right at it. Greek mythology. Okay? You see? Greek mythology. What was the true names of Memphis? It's giving you, it's saying that the Nile god had several children. Okay? And that one of his children was named Memphis. Is this an actual Kemet city? The Greeks have torn the hell out of this country. And all the, quote, Kemites or Cometians or whatever you want to say, after taking their Hellenistic views and mythology, they totally forgot where the hell they came from. And so now we're going to say pharaohs. We're going to say Memphis. We're going to say Egypt. I say do hell with that. I say boycott it. Because if you have a country that came in and overran your damn people and brainwashed their ass with all this bullshit, I say stand up and claim your antiquity country. Oh, but no, we can't have that. Because now all the people that have grown up through the past 1,000 years or so, they're going to raise hell because that's all they've known. But you need to go back to your roots. I say to hell with the Egyptian word and go back to Kemet. Yes. Get back to Kemet. Get back to the real deal. I bet you the Sphinx is screaming out. I had no idea. I had no idea until about a week ago about Egyptus. I had no idea. Did you know that you will not find the word Egyptian in antiquity? No hieroglyphs. They were not called that. They were not called pharaohs and they were not called Egyptians. There's nowhere in the place where that word is. So I say boycott and go back to antiquity. And I say make it Kemet. So there again, my true seekers, have fun learning about these countries, especially Egypt, or Kemet, however you want to say it. Because I've got to retrain my brain. Because once you have been brainwashed to think a certain way, say a certain thing, do a certain thing, you kind of want to go back. So I have got to retrain my brain and say Kemet. Because I cannot sit here knowing that that land over there is way, 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 way older than Greece, Macedonia. I gotta say Kemet. And I guarantee you, a lot of our brothers and sisters, when I say that word, we're talking about dark-skinned people, will agree with me. So if I have any black subscribers, you know that I'm telling the truth. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit your notification button because I will continue to bring you more truth and knowledge and get away from this Greek mythology bullshit and get back to the real antiquity. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you soon. Hotep and Ashe.